been said, with 20-mile-an-hour restrictions on the roads and road bumps all over Northamptonshire, the driving experience isn't that fun. It's also been said, there is no excitement. Well, I'm here to put that myth to bed. I'm Chuck, and today I'm at Rockingham Motor Speedway. NTV have been invited to participate in what could be the ride of my life, as we take to the road with ex-Formula One driver Johnny Herbert on this wonderful oval track here at Rockingham Motor Speedway.
Rockingham Motor Speedway, located just outside Corby, is the newest and fastest motorsport venue in Britain. It's the first purpose-built racing track in the UK since 1907. As well as the incredible speeds possible on Britain's only oval track, the multi-circuit infield section provides breathtaking action. Chuck spoke to David Gurney, marketing manager at Rockingham, who told him more about the Johnny Herbert Rockingham experience.
Yeah, we're having a fantastic day yet again. We've got over 300 people here, all doing different driving experiences, from driving touring car saloons to the single-seater. We've had somebody already do a lap of about 128 miles an hour, so we're keeping a close eye on them. But as you can see and hear, there's plenty of cars going round. People are enjoying themselves. We've got Johnny Herbert here today. He's going to be taking out a set Super Copra in about 2 minutes with your good self. So we're really looking forward, and there goes the Ferrari. And we're really looking forward to having the rest of the day. We've got great weather and people enjoying themselves.
Obviously, they can take part in the experience here at Rockingham Motor Speedway by phoning up and actually booking time in one of your cars.
That's it. That's what it's all about. We offer a range of experiences. All you need to do is to get in contact with us, phone through, see what driving experience you want to have, and have a drive of a lifetime. It really is that simple.
Many different cars, which makes a great present for Christmas or birthday.
Yeah, we find a lot of people predominantly like to buy gifts around Christmas time. Father's Day is also a great idea for when you want to buy somebody a really top-notch present. Driving a Ferrari is what most people go for, or a single-seater, be a Formula One driver for an afternoon. And we do great presents for everybody. Lots of ladies come here as well and take a touring car saloon out and scare the wits out of some of our instructors even.
I was going to ask, do you have more women than men coming along, or do they like to pit themselves against their partners?
Well, it's a good spread actually. We get predominantly males, but we're getting more and more women coming down, and they're actually proving to be some of the more competent drivers, would you believe?
I can't believe that.
Our instructors also have things that we call peril-resistant glasses that darken up when they get into sort of perilous situations with the drivers. But generally speaking, people have a great time, and they actually get a lot out of it in terms of improving their driving skills. And the ladies seem particularly adept at being able to take on new driving skills and actually outperform the men.
Well, we're here in front of the track, or certainly the inner track, and I assume we'll be out there myself. Have you got any tips for somebody who's a bit of a nervous passenger?
Very simple. It's just place your hands in the driver's hands, and you'll be fine. Very competent. You're probably one of the most competent drivers you're ever going to come across in Johnny Herbert. And I just sit back and enjoy the ride.
So before it was time for Chuck to fasten his seatbelt and experience driving Johnny Herbert style, Chuck caught up with the man himself.
Johnny Herbert, welcome to NTV. We're at Rockingham Motor Speedway. We're here for your experience. What are you going to tell us about it?
Well, it's something that I've got involved with, obviously, since they've built the circuit here, and it's just something I can put back into motorsport for one thing, because people can come here and have really a good fun day in the Johnny Herbert Rockingham experience in a variety of different cars. So from that point of view, they can have a good day out driving a race car around a real racetrack.
We'll be in a different car a bit later, but we're in this, I'd have to call it a yellow car, because I know lots about cars, and this is certainly yellow. Lotus.
Yes.
What kind of speed does this item do?
I think you'll probably get one of these up to about 150, so it's well quick enough. And the good thing about these type of cars, the Lotus Exige, it's a little sporty little car, And for the price that you pay for one of these, you have a hell of a lot of fun, which is why we've got a couple of those here at the racetrack.
Now, the racetrack is quite new. It cost £55 million to get it down and have it here at Rockingham. Have you been around the track? What do you think of it?
Well, the good thing about it is we've got the oval, which is really what the main thing of this Rockingham is all about. And it's a very quick tri-oval. It's not a complete oval. And it's got a very, very grippy surface. And actually the speed that they were doing here last year, I think it was 216 if I remember correctly, which is pretty quick as an average. And then also you've got the infield, where we have the British Superbikes come here. I think they're trying to get the British Formula 3 to come here next year. I think there's British Touring Car are going to come here next year as well. We've got an off-road site just on the outside of the track, behind the main grandstands, and it's just got a very
grip handles for my white knuckles to attach themselves to. Are you going to put it through your paces just because I'm on telly?
No, I'm going to be real easy with you. I'm not going to sort of try and rip the car apart. I'm going to make you stuff up.
I am so worried. Well, viewers, I've been in some stripped-out cars in Corby in my time, but Johnny, what is this? Where are we?
Well, we're at Rockingham, obviously,
Yeah.
the Johnny Herbert Experience, and this is a Seat Super Copper, which is actually a one-make series that they race in Spain at the moment, and they're thinking of coming over to the UK for next year to do the same thing and have a Seat Super Copper Cup.
Right, obviously it's very basic. Things have been stripped out. As I say, I've seen some cars like this in my time. Why is this? Tell us why it's so basic and bare.
Well, it's bare. Normally those cars you normally see parked at the side of the road that have actually been stripped out. This has been stripped out for a proper purpose, which is most of it. There's a lot of roll bars in the back, obviously for safety. Obviously it stiffens up the chassis at the same time. And basically it's just trying to turn it into a proper little super touring car. At the end of the day, it's got 250 brake horsepower. It's front wheel drive and a lot of fun to drive as well. So we should have some fun.
Is this the car that you're going to be scaring me around the track in?
I'm going to have an attempt to do that, and I'm going to do really well in doing that, I'm sure. And it's something that it'll be just a good experience. And the whole thing of Johnny Herbert Rockingham Experience is to give people a different outlook on motorsport.
Johnny, we're talking about the course here at Rockingham and the experience. People can get involved. They can come down and do this whenever they want. Generally, it's a great gift.
Yeah, it is a big gift because you have an experience of an oval, which this is the only oval racing track in England. It's the fastest racetrack in England. The champ cars that were here last year did an average of 260 miles an hour, so it's pretty quick to say the least. But you've also got the infield where you can come down here as a day out with the family and have a lot of fun and just get the experience of actually being behind a race car.
And one of the major differences, apart from actually sitting in the driver's seat with no steering wheel, because this is, as you say, was used in Spain, but there's actually no road humps, which in Corby and certainly throughout Northamptonshire can be a bit of a pain.
Yeah, they would be a bit of a problem around this type of racetrack. So thankfully they haven't put those speed things in the circuit. But it's something that it's great for the area. I think it's a good thing that we have this type of circuit in this country because it's a very different type of racing. We haven't had one since I think Brooklands way back in the early part of the century, and it's great that we've got this type of track here. The champ cars come here very shortly, I think in September, and it's a great experience because it's again different because of the speed that they actually do. You can go to Silverstone and see a Formula 1 race where there's not so much overtaking, but you come here and it's an opportunity of seeing a race where there's a lot of overtaking going on.
A thrill a minute, and that's what's going to be happening in a moment when I take the track with Johnny.
And then it was the moment Chuck had been waiting for.
Well, we're rolling, we're walking, or strolling, or driving very, very slowly out of the pit lane. I've got absolutely nothing to hold on to. I bet maybe this roll bar. And Johnny is taking it very easy indeed. My goodness! This is quite amazing! As I take the first bend, Johnny, not even a bead of sweat on his face. Unbelievable speed! He's missed the corner! My goodness, we're rolling but this is unbelievable. Well, never before has my hair been seen like this on NTV, except for maybe when Corby Caledonian threw me in the bath. But what a wonderful car, the Super Copa there. Speeds in excess of 100 miles an hour around the track here, the inner track at Rockingham Speedway. If you want to do this, you can do. Just contact Rockingham Motor Speedway and you get yourself on the experience list. Johnny Herbert, fine driver. What can I say? If you like what you've seen here at Rockingham Motor Speedway today, but don't like the challenge of getting behind the wheel, you can always come to the races. On the 3rd and 4th of August, there's the ASCAR meeting, whilst on the 13th and 14th of September, it's Rockingham 500. Tickets available from the box office. However, us talented chaps and wonderfully giving people at Northants TV have set up a little competition, so you can win a Johnny Herbert experience for the day. Here's what you have to do. Answer this simple question. RMS stands for what exactly when we're talking about this stadium? RMS stands for what exactly? Phone Northants TV, the numbers on the screen, or write to them at their new address.
First prize is a day out at the Johnny Herbert Rockingham experience, and we have 2 second prizes of signed booklets by Johnny Herbert himself. And I shall leave the last word to Chuck.
It's just about over. Johnny Herbert, you've been fantastic. I've been Chuck. I want to go home to my mum.